Next up is authoritativeness. This is the A in the EAT acronym. Now, I want to be clear that if you read the quality rater guidelines where Google describes this stuff, they really don't go into a ton of detail on the difference between expertise and authoritativeness. So I'm taking a little creative license in interpreting this so that we can understand and apply this knowledge. Plus, understanding EAT as a whole, as a single umbrella concept, is really good enough for what we're trying to do in this course. So let's use the real world analogy here again. When we think of someone as being an authority, that's typically based on what other people think of that person's knowledge. And to take that even a step further, have other people granted this person power because of that knowledge? So for a website and the content on a site, we're basically asking, what do other people think about whoever's behind the site and its content? If you were to sort of rank order all the experts in this space, where would the organization publishing the content or the author of the content fall as far as their sort of respect and ability to influence their peers in the industry as a whole? So let's simplify that a little bit. I actually like the definitions of expertise and authority that I found on changingminds.org. And here's what the site says about expertise. Expertise is mastery over a subject. It implies achieving a high level of skill or knowledge such that others may consider us an expert. In other words, our level of knowledge and or skill in some subject is high. So this is based on knowledge or skill. That's expertise. And it says this about authority. Authority is a vested position of superiority. A person in a position of authority has been given that authority, usually by an even higher authority, right? So expertise is knowledge or skill. Authority is basically like, who's in charge here? So let's meet Herman Verlinde. Herman here is the current Department of Physics chair at Princeton. This guy's got authority. Someone, presumably another expert or another person or group of people with authority of their own, gave him that position. And so Herman could definitely be considered an authority in physics. So you can think of expertise as knowledge or experience or skill, and you can think of authority as power or influence. And just like expertise, the standard of authority can vary. Maybe in physics, it's a tenured professorship or a department chair like Herman has. But maybe in the knitting world, it's the top knitting bloggers. Maybe they're the authorities. So typically some level of expertise is required to get authority in the first place. People aren't going to just make anybody the physics department chair at Princeton, right? And so you can sort of think of expertise as sort of a precursor to authority. For the most part, you're probably not going to get authority without already having some level of expertise. Okay, so that's authority, or as Google calls it, authoritativeness. Same thing, really. Now, let's talk about trustworthiness next.